What is up? My hair look a mess, but y'all know me. I be coming on here getting dolled up. But before we get into anything, I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Child, I need a floss. I got all kind of stuff in my teeth, and I need to brush my teeth. Because what? I'm gonna do my hair because loud. Child, look at that. Look at my hair. Can y'all believe I laid in the bed all day? I'm just getting up. I just didn't feel like getting up. Y'all ever had those days? You know, I need to take my rings off. I need to put my rings on last. Cause I'm gonna be washing my hands a lot. Hell yeah. This is a Get Ready With Me live. Make sure you hit that like button for me, guys. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Por favor. Hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Thank you. My hair is a mess. I need to do my hair. That's what I'm about to do right now. Do my hair. I got these nose strips the other day, but I don't think I need to do my nose. I don't have any of that. You know how you be getting the little white stuff on your nose? I don't have any of that. So I'm not going to do the nose strips. But I floss my teeth and I brush my teeth. We're about to, technically you're supposed to do the oil pull, then brush your teeth. But I'm about to do the oil pull. So I use this. It's really good. Because yesterday I went to the movies. I bought me some popcorn. I still feel, even though I floss, sometimes it gets in between your gums. So when you do a mouthwash or oil pull, like most of the time it get that stuff. You can also use a water pick too, but I don't have a water pick. I already flossed. You missed it. We wind alive. What best for noses? So So I have a skincare routine, and it helps everything on my face. So I'll show you the products that I use. If you've been in my lives before, I've done this routine literally step by step to get your face. See, my face is flawless. This, I do have a little breakage out right here, but I do not break out. So this is one of the things that I use. So take a picture of that. Guys, hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Then you want to make sure you have a toner. You don't have to use the stuff that I use. This is Korean skincare. Not that first one, but this stuff. This is also Korean skincare as well. You want to get, the juices flowing. Then you want to seal, that oil I just showed you with some moisturizer. So this is also Korean skincare as well. Works really good. And then when I'm done with that, I put this first spray serum. It hydrates and irradiates your skin. I'm actually not, because yes, I don't do this routine every day. There's some people that be doing that every day, but see, I already have good skin. It's just like in my genetics. So I don't need to do all of that every day, like that whole routine. You can, it's good, it's good for your skin, but I just don't want to do it every day. Part of it is lazy. Part of it is if you don't need it. It's kind of like if something ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate all of the compliments. For real. I really do. Y'all so sweet. I'm about to do my oil pull though. Mm-hmm. Ugh, it has such a nasty taste. You could like really taste all the oil. Ugh. I'm not a man. I be feeling like I'm a man though. I ain't gonna lie. Not looks wise, but like energy wise, my energy is very masculine. Don't be thinking just because I'm getting cute right now. If you see me in person, you meet me in person, I'll be giving off alpha energy. Well, I am alpha, so that's not an insult to me. You just tapping into my divine masculine energy, boo. I don't think I need to wash my hair. I think I'm gonna wash my hair tomorrow. So that spray bottle is defective, but I ain't throwing that spray bottle away. So it be taking a long time for the water to come out. Obviously, I have very wavy hair. It slicks and stuff, but I don't want to wet it all. It's so pretty when I like fully wet my hair, but I don't want to wet it all because then it's gonna take too long and I need to go to the store. My hair does take a long time to dry, so I just don't want to go through that. So I just slick down the sides. And this right here is getting a little bit carried away. Right here. But thank you, boo, for the people that was defending me in the live, checking people. Don't be coming up at people live being rude. The hell? Guys, hit that like button for me, okay, babies? Hit that like button for me. Let's read some of these comments. Hi, everybody. How I feel about skinny men. I like all types of men. I don't really have a type when it comes to body type. I don't have a type when it comes to that. You like my hair? Thank you. No, I don't juice. I'm just thick. I used to be really, really skinny, and I had got out of a very toxic marriage. I lost a lot of weight when I divorced my ex-spouse. And then I guess I started, being a foodie and stuff. Shoot, ain't no shame in my game, but check this out, guys. So I broke my leg earlier this year. Like, it's a miracle. Let's praise God. Let's praise God for allowing me to walk again, because I had a very bad break. I could not walk. I could not walk. I broke my tibia and my fibula. I have a metal plate in my leg. I have about, it's either 12 or 15 screws in my leg. So I could not hit the gym. Last year, I was all up in the gym, baby. But one of those things is, it's like, if you stop going to the gym, all your progress go down the damn drain. So all my little gym rats, y'all be missing, y'all be mad when y'all be missing y'all gym day. So it ain't no insult calling out my thickness. A lot of people like my thickness, but for me, because I was a slender person most of my life, it gotta go. I don't like now I do enjoy my hips though, because I didn't have hips for a very long time. I enjoy the hips. I don't mind having boobs, but they could be smaller. They could be smaller than what they are now, because they are huge. My boobs are huge. And we could build the booty up back there, okay? And I have beautiful legs, even though I broke my leg and I have like an ugly scar. It's still like, my legs are very, very beautiful. Pretty legs. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm 5'6". So I'm not tall, but I'm not short. And we just put it on this do-rag to like lay down my hair. And then we're going to take it off. Hi, thank you for the compliment. You guys are so sweet today. Thank you. I appreciate it. What y'all want to talk about? Because when I be going live, y'all be asking me questions, and we get really deep in my chat. So what y'all want to talk about? Be respectful. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my live. Guys, hit that like button for me, okay? There's 56 people in here. It's only 18 likes. Hit that like button for me. Am I single? No. I mean, yes. Why did I say no? Yes, I am single. Do I want to talk about WWE? I don't follow WWE. I don't follow it. I'm a part of the generation where it was like Undertaker, The Rock, China. So I don't watch that. And that's when I was a child. Okay. So I don't know all these new age wrestlers and stuff. I don't know that. Except for I don't know what her name is, but she's a redhead. I don't know if she still wrestles or whatever. Nicole, is her name Nicole or something? The two twins, those two twins, I know them, but I don't know their names. I don't know what the black girl is that's married to the Samoan guy. I know her because they had a reality show that I used to watch. That's how I know them. I'm perfect the way I am. Thank you. But honestly, it's not healthy for me. So don't encourage me to stay thick like this. I know it gives me more of a woman figure if you know me when I was super skinny, but it's not healthy for me, honestly. I need to lose like about 70 pounds. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Who am I voting for? Not Trump. Do I like men or women? I like everybody. I'm pansexual. Yeah, I know I will. I feel motivated. You know, one of the things like with manifesting and stuff, if you could see it, it could happen. I already see myself lose all the weight. Why not Trump? I don't want to get into that because people be arguing. They be like, the little Trumpites. I respect everybody's political views, but let me tell you something. The Trumpites, they be doing too much. So we not gonna get into that. Do a water fast for 40 days. I can't do a water fast for 40 days. I can't. The first thing that I need to do, I need to lessen my, because I just had, oh, this is another thing too. Everybody that's in my life, make sure you get tested. Make sure you get tested. What I mean by that is check your cholesterol, check your blood pressure, your CBGs, I said glucose, right? Check everything. Get the metabolic panel, get that, and then there's another panel you're supposed to get. But it tells you everything. It tells you how your red blood cells, how big they are. It could tell your oxygen levels. You need to get that. Also, too, you know, if you are an adult or you're someone that's sexually active, even if you're in a committed relationship, because baby, people cheat, make sure you get tested, you know, for STDs, STIs, HIV, all of that. Make sure you do that. And if you live a risky lifestyle, don't be doing it once a year. You really need to be doing it every 3 to 6 months, depending on how risky you are. And you always use protection. Trust me, people be getting caught up. I know everybody has been in the situation. You know, I'm a risky, but don't be doing that too often, especially people you don't know. Because people will lie. And get into the habit of asking people for their MyChart results or their kp.org or whatever dashboard they have for their medical records, because people be lying. Hell yeah, people get STDs. STDs don't go away. The hell? Yeah, stay safe. You love me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, so soul ties are risky too. Let's not. If you a true subscriber, you know I'm into that spirituality stuff. We could go down on how we really shouldn't be having sex like that with all these different people. But I'm not gonna preach to y'all. I'm not gonna preach. I feel like everybody, let's be real. I feel like everybody should have a whole phase. Now, your whole phase could be physical or verbal or, not verbal, emotional or mental, but I feel like everybody should. You should. That's your time to date and figure out what you like, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Because you don't want to be one of those old people. They are old as hell. And then you see them out there having a whole phase. It's because they've been locked up so many years. And it's like, that don't look good. You know, people, you know, you in your early 20s or teenage years, I would say maybe the cutoff should be early 30s. After that, you a lost cause in my book. You know, people look at you like, okay, they growing, you know, but like you 50, 60 years old, still being something is wrong with you. Like, for real, you need help. You need to go to therapy. and maybe to some Sex Anonymous class or something. I don't know. They be sacrificing their souls to get laid, yes. And sometimes it's a self-esteem thing too. You know, if you have low self-esteem, you know, sometimes you'll get caught up in situations because you don't know how to advocate for yourself. I've been in a situation, well, some situations like that. Because I didn't always used to have like high self-esteem. So I know, you know, for the people, men and women that have low self-esteem, you know, you don't put yourself in situations where you could like get taken advantage of. Granted, nobody should be taking advantage of you, you know. But like a prime example is if you're dating, don't be going to somebody's house the first date. I feel like you should be going to somebody's house, you know, after you guys are steady. Don't be doing that in the beginning because 9 times out of 10 they want to sleep with you. Do your dates in a public setting where there can't, you know, there can't be like no mistake on, you know, where your head is and where their head is at. Like you could go after the date, you go your separate ways, they go their separate ways. Little things like that. I used to have bad self-esteem and got taken advantage of. Me too, clock it. It's all about learning from your mistakes and doing better though. You know? You said whole face done it to the... That's really the real age. You should stop, but I'll give it people grace. Especially in today's time. I'll give it people grace. I'm a man. I don't sleep around. Change your sex habits. Change life. Exactly. Let the midnight special shine. Never love at night to me. Yeah, they are passing out super STDs these days. You need to be safe. I just got tested. I'd be quick to show my chart. I'd be like, weird results. I don't need a roommate or a female that thinks a 401k is a flat screen. That's crazy if someone thinks that. Self-esteem is taught at home. Confidence is for other people. Self-esteem is taught at home at the same thing as confidence because self-esteem is self-love, right? It's your parents should be pouring into you, telling you, you know, you're beautiful or you're handsome or you're smart, you're intelligent. You know, if you got talents, they need to be bigging that up so you could, you know, pursue that, strengthen those gifts, right? Then the confidence should come from that. You should be seeing those examples from your parents. And when you don't see that, or whoever's in your home, it doesn't have to be your parents because not everybody has the privilege to be raised by their mother and father. Sometimes it's their grandparents. Sometimes it's a family friend. Sometimes they get adopted, you know. So, isn't that sad though? First they have to bring a clean bill of health. That is sad. Hi, from North Carolina. How are you? We could agree to disagree. You do teach your children confidence. So if you have children, there's something I could give it a prime example of confidence. Um Something that I saw as a child. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of which example I want to use that I saw, and it is taught. Boo. Maybe not in your household, but it's taught. And I've seen it with at least my relatives, my family. Let's see which example I want to use. I don't want it to be like too personal. Oh, I know. My mom, back in the day, back in the 90s, my mom was an Avon seller. That was her little side hustle. Okay, that wasn't her main job. And on our street, I loved our street in LA. On our street, there were Mexicans, blacks. I think there was an Indian. No, not an Indian. There was a Muslim family on the street or whatever. So that part of LA is very like either black or Mexican, right? And my friend, one of my friends was Mexican. Mom didn't speak any English whatsoever. Like knew basic stuff like hi, you know, just little stuff. And my mom, she was going to school, right? She was just I'm not going to say what her profession was, but basically her job requires her to, it's one of those jobs you always have to get training, you know, as long as you work that job. So she realized, and in the 90s, a good thing to do is learn Spanish, because that's going to be the way, you know, in the United States. That was before they were pushing people to learn Spanish. Okay. My mom was ahead of the game, child. So she was learning Spanish or whatever. And my mom showed to me confidence is she would go up. She started going up to the mama, because typically, like, this isn't all Mexicans or whatever, or all foreigners, but I've seen this because I've been raised, luckily, I've been raised, I think all children should be raised in diverse backgrounds. That's how you eliminate racism for the most part. And you really get to see people cultures and learn how to adapt and things like that. It's very important for your child to be in a diverse environment. But anyways, so first generation, she was the first generation, technically, my friend, her name was Christina, to come to the United States. So she was born here. The mama wasn't from here. The mama ended up giving birth to Christina. She ended up being here. So that's considered an anchor baby, right? So she was considered here. So what they will do is, you know, like the second generation, they'll end up being like the translator for their parents and stuff. That still happens today. They end up being a translator. So what my mom did, she was like, okay, well, I'm going to school for, you know, Spanish. I need to learn Spanish or whatever. And the mama knew, like, she knew. So what my mom would do, she showed me confidence is, my mama was like beginner Spanish. Girl, she was messing up all kind of ways, but she was still showing, you know, like, it was great to see the different levels from her first starting to learn Spanish to being like intermediate to being exceptional in Spanish and being fluent in Spanish. That was displaying confidence. Even though my mom, she was like, I'm not going to show my daughter that just because something makes me uncomfortable that I cannot do it. So she showed that confidence to her, because sometimes when you speak to foreigners and you're trying to learn their language, some of them are very judgy. They won't try to like help you, you know, they'll just laugh at you and stuff. Okay. So she showed me that was an example of confidence right there. And then it was so funny because at first her mom would be looking like, no, 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 no. Because with Spanish, you know, you have the masculine, you have the feminine way of saying words. Okay. And with that showing me the different levels, it was just interesting as a child. I admired that. And that showed me confidence. And that planted in my head, there's nothing that I can't do, I can't accomplish. I saw that from my mom. And that is confidence. Okay. Walking up in an environment, the same thing that I said, that I feel like children should be raised in diverse backgrounds. There's no culture, if I'm just the minority in there, that I don't feel comfortable in, because I was raised in a diverse background environment. So yes, confidence can be taught at home, boo. I'm sorry your parents didn't teach you that, but yes, it can be taught at home. Okay, pretty girl. Thank you. Oh, you notice my dimples? I have dimples. I technically, because this one is always out, but this one, it hides. I have to like, I don't know. It be coming in and out, but I do have two dimples. But this one is the pronounced one. Confidence is, yes, it is. I just gave you an example. I'm not going to argue with y'all. Y'all keep doing that, I'm going to just block you out of here. That's stupid. Stop telling me. Ooh, some of y'all is about to get blocked out of here. What the hell? What is up with y'all talking about Diddy in here, child? I'm not talking about Drake. I like Drake. I like Open Eye statement. Open Eye said confidence is learned by success usually. Yes, I agree with you, and I gave you guys an example of my mom's experience and showing me that. Confidence, I would say, is observed. It's observed. There's a difference between being taught and observing something. What is up with these Trumpers in here? Get out of here. I don't want you in here. Brian, thank you, boo. I appreciate you. I'm just going to remove them. I don't have time to be arguing with people. Sorry. I try to be nice and have freedom of speech in here as long as you're respectful, but don't want to do that. You're bi? That's fine. Yeah, go Harris. Let's see. Okay, what else y'all want to talk about? Y'all don't got too much longer with me. Y'all don't have too much longer because I gotta go. It's 5:14. I got errands to run. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you watch the content, all the different content I have on here. I was going to put gold on under my eye. I don't know if I want to do it. Guys, my eyebrow is like, I wouldn't say it's infected, but it's fucked up. I have a habit of putting my hands in my face. It's not that I'm smelling my fingers. And even if I was, so what? It's my fingers. The fuck? Some of y'all are just weird. I could tell, like, by some, like, conversation, like, some of y'all are, like, sitting at home at your computer or your phone, and you don't really have a life. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just very observant. Like, you could tell, like, little things by the way someone interacts and talks. And I'm not just talking crap. I went to school for psychology and graduated. I have 2 psychology degrees. Like, that's one of the things they teach us, how to read people. And I could tell some things with some of y'all based off of the way y'all be talking. I'll be like, ooh, this is not the same person. I love this. This stuff smells so good. You like my eyebrow piercing? Thank you. You love, it's a dress. I just got it. I did my little, oh, this is from Shein too. I did my little Shein haul yesterday. Watch that live. Chad, I'm gonna wear me some sandals with this. I'm interesting. Thank you. I appreciate it. How I got my hair? I have a pixie cut. I don't got no hair. I cut all my hair off. But I'm growing it back. I have not cut my hair for a whole month. I have not cut my hair. I haven't bleached it either. I'm just gonna let it grow out. I'm gonna let the bleached hair grow out. Some people, they shave off the bleach hair and they start over. I'm gonna just let it grow because I want that cute, because my hair is very my natural hair, well, this is my hair anyway, but like my hair, like the texture when my hair is long, it's like Scary Spice. If you guys know the Spice Girls, because she have that kinky curly hair, that's how my hair is. And you could look at my past videos and see my natural hair. My hair was long and I chopped it off. Some of my family was pissed, especially the Native American side. They would, you know, that's a big no-no, cutting off your hair in Native American culture. You said you'll be watching. You like my confidence? I appreciate it, baby. It's 5:18 where I'm at right now. Now, I'm with you, Rolo Gio, about that 750 in aid for hurricane relief. That is ridiculous. But you gave 300 billion to Ukraine and Israel. Yeah, I don't like that either. But you guys need to keep in mind, when it comes to disasters like that, it really is up to like the governor of that state. Really, honestly. And then y'all need to stop blaming the president and the vice president for things. These things got to get approved through the House of Representatives and the Senate. The president isn't the one with all the power. Like, y'all need to watch my live. I talked about how the United States government works. I broke down how the whole United States government works. Watch that live, because please don't be getting on people live and be talking in real life about the government like that, because people that are educated will look at you like you're a fool. And I'm saying that like nicely, like I'm not trying to be rude, because sometimes it really is truly ignorance. People don't know what they're talking about. You know, what's my favorite color? I don't have just one favorite color. I have multiple. So right now it's going back to pink. I like pink. Oh, let me not start there. Pink ain't the first one. The first one is green. I love green, especially this color green. Wait, this kind of look like turquoise on the camera, but this is like the evergreen. I love that. It's pretty. Green, pink, black, purple. Hi, Uzi. How are you? I don't have any kids, and I do not have a husband. I want a husband, though. Am I a diva with certain things? I could be truthful and honest with certain things. Like, I don't like when people are not on time. I don't like that. I will spaz out. I don't like when people play with my food, and I don't like sharing my food. I could be a diva with those things. Yes, I can. Thank you for the compliment. Do I have siblings? No. My parents were selfish. They didn't give me no siblings. None. I would have loved to have a sister or a brother. Funny story. I did the 23andMe. I didn't do enough research. That's why you're always supposed to do your research. I didn't realize when you do your 23andMe that the DNA they take, you know, it's from your mother's side. So you have to have your father do the 23andMe to see his side. I didn't know that. Because I was hoping, my thing, I was like, okay, I hope my daddy had like, well, I don't want to wish this on my mama, but if he had a little side baby somewhere, I wouldn't mind be like, hey, I'm your sister, you know, come on in. I wouldn't mind that. But then when I looked it up and I was reading all the stuff, I was like, oh my God. So now y'all got my DNA. I mean, it was good because I was able to see, like, I already knew what I was, but there were some other things in my DNA. I was like, I was asking my grandma, I was like, did you know we have this in our bloodline? Like, example is, we didn't know we had Trinidadian in our bloodline at all. We didn't know that. Not on my mother's side. On my father's side, they're Caribbean and Native American. So I was like, Trinidadian? On my mama's side, we knew it was Irish. That's where the freckles come from, right? We knew that. So that showed up. But we didn't know there was German in our bloodline too. So I have German in me as well. And then there's something else that's European in us. I don't even know. No, my eyelashes are not. I know I do have, depending on like what I wear and stuff, I do sometimes be looking Asian. I'm not telling you what county I live in, but I could tell you what country, United States. Can I speak Spanish? I used to. I can't speak it anymore. My mom and dad did not have a hard time, actually. They loved each other. They did not have a hard time. It does not, your DNA does not show you your full DNA, boo. You have to do your research, because I don't remember what part of the DNA because they split it. They split your DNA. They're able to break down your DNA. You know how the DNA looks. It kind of looks like this. Then it has the little lines in it, right? You have to know your dad's side of the DNA. You don't. When you do the 23andMe, at least that's testing your mother's side, not your father's side. Am I mixed? Yes, I am, but I proudly say I am black because I look black. And when other ethnic groups look at me, they see black. Now, when I have my hair long, when my hair is long, before I cut it, everyone used to always ask me, what are you mixed with? I'm just like, y'all, first of all, y'all act like black women can't grow long hair, for one. That's a stereotype that I wish people would stop perpetuating. Am I single? Yes, I am. No, I don't have long hair anymore. I cut all my hair off. If you want to see my long hair, go subscribe to my channel, and then you could scroll down. Where you see the curly afro, that's me. That's my hair. Oh, your great-grandfather on your late father's side, dad, was half Jewish. That's cool. Do I have a pet? Yes, I do. His name is Midnight. I love my baby boy. You can teach me Spanish. I am all for it. I love learning. You cannot blame the national debt on Biden and Harris. We've been in debt even when Trump was in office. So if you trying to blame them for the trillions we're debt and debt in, no. Even when Obama was in office, even the previous presidents was in office, they were in debt. Now, I will say, when Obama and Biden were in office, they were actually, paying off the debt. Now we ain't paying off nothing, if we being honest. I know they are selling 23andMe, and I'm just like, oh my God, what are they gonna do? Honestly, I feel like they're gonna clone us. I wouldn't be surprised if I got a clone somewhere. They can sign executive orders, but the executive orders only work to a certain extent. They can only do them for so long too. My nose keep itching. That's why I keep doing this. And you need to do your research before. See, now one thing I will say is the Democratic Party needs to get like the Republican Party. And what I mean by that is the Republican Party is going to shove in your face the accomplishments that they made. The Democratic Party makes it seem like, they kind of be acting snooty, if we being honest. It's like, do your research, look online. And the average American is not going to look online. It's only the educated ones or the people that are business owners that, certain bills and stuff will directly impact their business and, their wealth. So the Democrats don't do a good job on saying what they've done, but they actually done a lot of stuff. You need to research it. I also did a live, so make sure you watch it, about Kamala Harris on her accomplishments and what she has done, because there's a lot of fake news that's online. And on the live, I actually researched, show you guys the links, show you guys the data, the statistical stuff of her accomplishments and what she has done, and also a little bit of what Biden has done as well. And y'all need to keep in mind too, how is Biden and Harris going to be able to do things when Trump packed courts, he packed political positions? When you are president, that's why it's so important, if you're a Democrat, right? It's so important to get your party in those House of Representative seats and in those Senate seats. Because if you don't have your majority party in those seats, you're not going to get any of your bills passed. So when you guys say they haven't accomplished stuff, yeah, there's stuff they haven't accomplished. Like, prime thing is the student debt relief. Y'all over here blaming Biden for not giving us, the people that didn't get it, and I applied for it too. that didn't get your debt relieved, y'all need to be blaming the Senate and blaming the House of Representatives and blaming them federal judges that keep blocking him. Y'all don't know y'all United States government, and it's embarrassing when people say stuff like that. I'm all for people believing in their party, but do your research and learn the United States government. Because I could just tell by some of y'all statements when y'all say they didn't do nothing, and I'm like, well, why do you think they didn't do anything? Why do you think they didn't do anything? Nobody's saying nothing. And it doesn't matter if we're in trillions of dollars of debt. You cannot blame that on one sitting president. You can't get in trillions of dollars of debt with one sitting president. Why y'all don't talk about Bush when Bush had us in a whole bunch of debt? Why y'all don't talk about him? That man had us in a whole bunch of debt. That man had us in war, talking about mass weapons of destruction. They ain't never found no mass weapons of destruction. Y'all quick to crucify an ally and a person of color about what they not doing. Y'all quick. Y'all notice that? Y'all don't be crucifying the presidents or, senators and House of Representatives and Supreme Court judges that aren't allies. And let me tell y'all something. Any person that's in a position of power, y'all name me one person right now. Let's do this right now. Name me one person right now that's in a political position that does not have some sort of skeletons. Drop the names. Drop the names. Y'all can't even drop names. And I know you're not dropping Elon Musk. What? I know you did not just drop Elon Musk. You crazy. You are crazy. Yes, Obama. Charlie, you better preach. And what I mean by that, it doesn't mean like they directly really did some frivolous thing, right? It means like sometimes they are, they voted for a bill or something negative, it impacted people in it. It doesn't come from bad intentions. So yep. Mr. B mess, yep. Because let me tell you something, there are people that are genuinely good people. They're not going to get involved in that. But the higher you get up in power, you start to realize how people be doing some shady stuff. They be doing some shady stuff, and you be looking like, what? I be seeing that in my position, what I do. And I'm just like, yeah, I ain't about to be in this shit. I'm clocking in, clocking out. Y'all got to be careful too, because people, you never know who's in bed. My mom used to tell me this all the time. She's like, you never know who's in bed with who in the workplace. So observe. When you go to a new job, you'll get to see a real picture of who is in bed with who. And that doesn't mean like they sleeping with each other. It means like who's in cahoots with each other, who's cool, who's the cliques, who you need to, you know, be cordial with, who you need to watch what you say around, who is somebody that's an ally, who's somebody that really is, you know, love their job, love their position, wants everybody to grow, who's the peacemaker, who's the puppeteer. You know, it takes about a good year in a job to be able to figure out who's who. And be careful of the ones that walk up to you and trying to be your friends right then and there. Those are the ones you run away from. Those are the ones that 9 times out of 10, they're the messy ones. Stay away from them. Thank you, Mr. Bambito. Presidents do not have a whole bunch of power. See, you know, you're educated. America is a corporation. That's why, unfortunately, you know, how come like other countries, they have health insurance? We don't have health insurance. You know, it's either you have a good job or you got to pay out of pocket, right? These should be common things. If you really love your people, right? If the government really loves your people, why don't we have universal health care? That should be a given. Now, I'm a little bit 50-50 when it comes to there should be no homelessness, because just the line of work that I do, I have seen people, they want to be homeless. They have a loving home. They have people that support them. They have resources, but they want to be on the streets. I don't believe everyone should be forced to be in a home. But I do believe that homeless people, as much land as we have here in the United States, they should be designated to a certain area. You could do whatever you want with that land. Shoot, burn it down all you care. I don't know. But just go over there, because it's not fair for working class citizens for us to see you on the street or you're in front of people's businesses and all of that. So, yeah, and even in the UK too, because my cousin, oh my God, my nose itches. My cousin is from the UK, born and raised. College is free over there. Did you know that? When he came over here, he had to start paying for college. It's free over there. Everything here, think about it with the United States, is money. Money, money, money. The more money you have, the more access, the more power you have. Everything is money. I was just talking to my mom the other day. I was like, the United States, and I love the United States, right? Because even though there's a lot of things wrong, there's a lot of good things too. But honestly, when you really look at things, and y'all tell me if y'all feel the same way too. I'm talking about United States citizens. Why is it that we pay all these taxes? We're involved in all of this stuff. But I feel like America is really beneficial for foreigners. It's not beneficial for its own citizens. I mean, we could look at the wars. We could look at this hurricane that's going on right now. You're giving families $750, but you're giving other countries billions of dollars, millions of dollars. We can't have health care here, but you put all this money in war. Like, honestly, like, I'm not trying to, you know, influence you guys, but really think about that. That's been something I've been really processing the last couple of weeks. I'm like, when you think about it, you really, as a United States citizen, we really don't be getting the benefits of being a citizen. The America is really for foreigners. And there's nothing against foreigners. I love foreigners. When you think about it, why are these judges blocking the student debt relief? This will help us. But you're giving millions of dollars to foreign countries. Y'all don't be thinking about that? You are so right. Tupac told us what is that line? You know the line? Something about we got money for wars, but we don't have money to feed the poor, or something like that. I know what you're talking about. I know the song. No, really look at our policies, our bills. Like, even with, let's just say, like, a foreigner comes to our country, they could easily get the medical. They could get, like, the food stamps, the housing, you know, vouchers. But you You struggling here, right? As a United States citizen, let's just say you get on it. Let's just say for like a couple months. That social worker is hounding you down. The minute you make like 50 cents more than what that amount is before they cut you off, they're ready to cut you off. Like our infrastructure of the United States, it really needs to be rebuilt. It needs to be burned down, not literally burned down, but it needs to be rewritten. A lot of things need to be rewritten because it's not for the American people. And it's definitely not for black and brown people. Because why is it that almost every ethnic group that has been disbarred, experience racism, hatred, they have bills? Their people received reparations. Think about it. Black people are the only people that haven't received reparations. They're the only people in the United States that have not received reparations. Jewish people got reparations. The Chinese got reparations. That Asian hate bill, when Trump was spewing it's the China virus, they got a bill, a law. Native Americans. Black people have never received no reparations. Never. And it's a spit in our face. Once you start really looking into history and really analyzing, just I would recommend everybody look into their people's history and really see what certain groups did to your people and what did they do to rectify that situation. You'll start to view life totally different. You'll start to see the government you live in totally different, or the place that you're from totally different. But I would recommend you have like a therapist on speed dial because you may get angry. So oh, I like that. Charlie, what you said, a lot of foreigners get paid under the table and Americans take advantage because foreigners work for less. That is true. That's why I say this conversation is nothing against foreigners. I love foreigners. Some of my family members are foreigners, but they did it the right way, though. They did it the right way. They paid their dues. They took the test. They waited their time. They paid the government. They did everything they're supposed to do. You said in Canada also? What's in Canada? Oh yeah, the health insurance. Are you talking about do y'all get free education too, like college education in Canada? I don't know that much about Canada. That's another thing I was talking to my mom about. I was like, how come we never hear about Canada? And Canada is right on top of the United States. How come we never hear about Canada? We always hearing about African countries. We always hearing about China. We hearing about Russia now. We hearing about Ukraine a lot. Sometimes here and there we hear about Dubai. But like we don't really hear we don't really be hearing about we always be hearing about Japan. But we in Korea. We don't really be hearing about Canada. Don't y'all think that's weird? Canada is on top of us. We never hear about them. I want to go to Russia, but I know it's not safe for Americans right now. They're saying for us to go over there. I think Russians. I went to school. There was this. I'll never forget her name. Her name was Svetlana. That was her name. I went to school, high school with her. And man, I really enjoyed her culture. She really educated me on her culture. But I will say, you guys are acquired taste because of your culture is so like blunt, and like the way you guys talk, you're so forward. It could come off as you're being rude to people, but it's not. Like if you know, like you guys aren't being rude. I like Russians. From my experience, the ones that I know. Now, what y'all doing over there to Ukrainians and all that, now that's a whole different story. I'm talking about the ones that was born here, like they've been here or whatever. I'm talking about my experience, the ones I grew up with. I can't speak about what's going on there. Thank you for the compliments, guys. Oh my God, Joy, that's so sad. Listen, I hope God blesses you, or the universe blesses you. I hope your cancer goes away. It does not spread. I hope you gain full strength. Truly, truly, truly. Cancer is nothing to play around with. I lost my grandpa from cancer. My mother had cancer. My grandmother had cancer. My grandmother, she beat the cancer. My grandpa didn't. It got him. And my mom, she had to get a hysterectomy so the cancer wouldn't come back. So cancer is hard. I hope you get everything you need, the funding, the therapy, the medication, even the mental health. I hope you get everything that you need. For real. No, I don't speak any other language. I think Arabic is so sexy, though. I think it's I'm not gonna lie. I think my husband is in a foreign country. I think my husband is in a foreign country, and I don't discriminate. I like everybody. I like black and brown people. I love me some European people. I love me some Asian people. Love me some Native American people. Like, I love everybody. I'm all about how you treat me, how you make me feel, baby. But I think Arabic is sexy when you hear them talk. Thank you. I appreciate it. Norris, I hope you gain full strength too. I hope you don't ever experience a stroke or, anything related to your heart ever again, or any of your bodily organs. You're strong, Hello Kitty, but then I feel like I'm left out. Why do you feel like you left out? Yeah, cancer is no joke, man. My grandpa had one of the most rarest cancers. He had bone cancer. That is extremely rare to get. And typically people that get bone cancer, they die within 3 to 6 months of diagnosis. He ended up lasting, I think, 7 or 8 years. But he was on experimental drugs. So he was actually a case subject for experimental drugs. And you know what's crazy? He ended up getting cancer because he was in the military. He was one of the Agent Orange victims. And that gave him cancer. So luckily, we didn't have to ever pay for his treatment, but we still took that chance. When you do experimental drugs, they learning off of you, So, but good thing is, one thing that I can say, he was a part of UCLA. I think he was using their drug the longest. So whatever that drug was, it should be by now. It should be a actual treatment, or almost in the final stages to be approved by the FDA. Oh man, it's spread. Oh God. Whew. May God cover you. May your ancestors cover you. See, that's another thing why I'm trying to stop my sugar intake. I am addicted to sugar, and sugar does feed on cancer. That was a prime thing. Like my grandpa, he loved him some candy bars. It was like, you cannot eat them candy bars, man. You cannot. Also, too, what's linked to dementia? Dementia is really diabetes of the brain. So that's why I'm like, now that I can walk now since I broke my leg, my ass about to go back to the gym. Thank you. All right, guys, I've been on here too long, way too long. I need to go. I have errands to run. It's almost 6 o'clock. I enjoy talking to all of you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I do be going on live here and I love talking to you guys. So make sure you do that. And God bless everybody that's going through something. Don't forget, there's somebody on this planet that cares about you, that loves you. You're beautiful. You're strong. You could overcome anything you put your mind to, especially when it comes to cancer. That's one thing that I will say before I get off of here is that honestly, I feel like my grandpa would have died sooner if he wasn't mentally trying to fight the cancer. So there is something to say when you tell your mind, I'm going to beat this cancer, your mind, it signals to your brain, signals throughout your body to really fight that cancer. So that's important. You can't have cancer and be defeated. And I know trust me, I've seen it. I've seen the impact it has on your body, the toll it has on your body, and how it impacted us, being caretakers until we couldn't care for him anymore. It's a lot. So you guys that are fighting that cancer, keep fighting. Like, remember, you're going to have your days when you're like, I don't want to do this. But don't stay in that space. I'm telling you, keep your mind right. Keep your mind right. Yes, God does love all his children, even his lost children, even his children that be doing evil. He still loves you. Just come back to the Lord. Don't be terrorizing us. Come back to the Lord. Why would I give you my number? Thank you, babes. Okay, I have to go. For real. Y'all, for real. I gotta go. Y'all have a good Sunday.